Well, we're back again. Just wanted to cover a few things. First, I didn't cover in the last video. First, know this, I am no professional mechanic. I'm going to mess things up, and hopefully you'll learn from that. I'm sure I will, painfully maybe. But I'm not a professional mechanic. I kind of give credit to people like Eric the Car Guy on YouTube for giving me the nerve to even try to video this process. Told myself at first I was going to just wait and post them all when I got done in case it was too embarrassing, but I think I'll just go ahead and stick them up there, and you can come along for the trip, good or bad. You can see I've motors flipped over. I dropped the oil pan. Well, I dropped the oil pan while it was still in the other position so that any remaining oil didn't go everywhere. But don't forget, listen, when you do that, the gasket stays with the engine. Don't try to get the gasket to come with the oil pan. Luckily, I read up on that one, but it's got the I don't know what you call it. I call it a big diaper. That I think it acts as an oil splash plate, keep oil up on the crank, and so it's quite a little system here. See if we can see it. So here's the gasket around the outside, and then here's the splash plate in the middle, and so you're not going to get all that out until you take the oil pickup tube off. So whenever you go, here's the oil pickup tube, and it's got two bolted twice down there, once here, and then of course it's bolted to the oil pump. So be sure that you don't try to take the gasket with the oil pan. And about the manual, let me give you a little rundown on that one. I credit my dad for giving me my limited mechanical skills. I can't say mine are nearly as good as his, but the ones I have are his fault, or to his credit. And let me show you this right here, wonderful thing. You can get them online. This is actually the factory manual for a 2002 Jeep Grand Cherokee, including the Overland. And these little wonders are fairly inexpensive. Got an electronic format. I think I paid about $7 for it. And as soon as it was paid for, the guy sent me a link, and I downloaded it. It's 2,199 pages of good information. So please don't cheap out on a manual. Get you a decent manual. It'll make all the difference in the world. I happen to like this factory manual a lot. I'm sure there are many others out there that are quite good, but this is the one I got at the right price, and covers it all. So what have we done? What are we doing? We have, since last we talked, we've removed the oil pan. As you can see, we removed the oil pickup tube. The oil pickup tube bolts onto these two studs right here, one here, and then also one here. And then of course it bolts onto the oil pump itself, which runs here on the crank, on these flat spaces on the crank, front of the crank. And so we've pulled the oil pickup tube, we pulled the oil pan gasket, and we pulled the oil pump. One other thing we've done is I did take off the temperature sending unit, which is on the upward side of the crank, and then of course here's where the position sensor is for the crankshaft. So that's all been taken off. Next thing is to take off the bed plate, and then we can start taking apart the crank and the journals. I'll get back with you.